All right, welcome back to part 2 of today's Mr. Matt's Vocabulary Corner. In the first part of today's Vocab Corner, we learned about perfect squares, which is simply multiplying a number by itself. In the second part, we're going to learn about square roots. Now, here's a great thing to remember. They both share the word square. That's going to come in handy because we're going to learn that these are what we call inverses. Inverse is just a fancy way to say opposites. So, up is the inverse of down. Addition is the inverse of subtraction. Multiplication is the inverse of division. The same thing stands true with perfect squares and square roots. So let's take a quick reminder over perfect squares. A perfect square is simply a number made by multiplying a whole number by itself. So in this example, we have 4 times 4 gives us 16. So we can say 16 is a perfect square. Now, let's say we wanted to work backwards. If I said, what is the square root of 16? I'm really asking, what number do I multiply times itself to get 16? See how easy that was? Now let's take another look at the bottom with another example. Our actual math definition of square root is a number that when multiplied by itself equals the given number. So here, the square root of 16 would be 4. If we look at the bottom, remember I said that these are inverses. 3 squared would give us 9. So we can ask ourselves, what is the square root of 9? Or what number did we multiply times itself to give us 9? We go right back to the beginning. 3 times 3 gives us 9, or our perfect square of 9. And then if we want to find the square root of 9, we work backwards and say, what number did we multiply times itself to get 9? And that would be 3. So let's try a few of these on our own. If you take a look at the board, it's going to look like a lot, but trust me, we're going to get really good and we're going to be really quick with these perfect squares and